Hello everyone, it's Everfrost again. I'm making this video because I wanted to talk about a situation that occurred in the TF2 community, specifically Karma Charger, and how they left TF2 and YouTube. So a small summary for those who don't know. Karma Charger was a YouTuber that has been uploading TF2 content for many years. He did many community created weapons and joke weapons and other items. He did the showcase style similar to the original TF2 videos. Now, Karma Charger was apparently suffering from many mental and physical issues, and they were being driven to the point of suicide. Because of that, they decided to leave the community entirely and leave YouTube as well. I wanted to talk about this because it puts a lot of insight into the dark side of YouTube. Now, there are many people who would want to be in this position. You know, he was able to make YouTube videos and support himself off of it. He has been doing it for many years, and apparently he seemed to be all fine. But he comes out in the statement where he talks about his feelings and how he was dealing with all this depression and anxiety, and he talks about how he was kind of being pushed to the edge of suicide. And it's scary. It's scary to think about that. He was in a situation where he didn't feel like he had any other option than to just burn everything and move away from YouTube. It makes me think because I want to be a YouTuber, right? And I originally believed that I could maybe make it as a TF2 YouTuber. You know, everybody wants to be the next big thing and be able to support themselves off their passions, and we have Karma Charger here who was able to do that, and he wasn't happy. It didn't make him happy. In fact, it was actually making him depressed and hurting his life. And it just kind of makes me think about how maybe sometimes the things you might want aren't exactly what you need. I know there are plenty of people who would have given anything to be in a situation where they could put out videos and stuff and just support themselves off of YouTube, but it wasn't working for him. He was struggling, and he had so many issues that came off of it, and I feel like maybe the reason because of that was because his content was very monotone, and you know, it felt very production based. He didn't really have much of his personality in his content, and I feel like he wasn't able really to express himself or get his feelings out there. It just kind of felt like he had to put out videos, you know, every so often. He talks about how he felt like he would have preferred to get a real job because it would have been an excuse to go out and meet people, and I can understand that because if you work on YouTube and you work YouTube full-time, you're probably just going to be indoors most of the time editing, and it's unhealthy. It's not healthy to be inside all the time. You know, you got to get your sunlight. You know, you got to go out and experience the world. And he apparently has been doing it for many years at this point. So I could see why he felt depressed. He was at this point where he didn't know what to do, and his rationale was to completely destroy everything he's made and to move away from YouTube because it wasn't making him happy. He goes on to explain in this message that he apologizes for, you know, hurting his community and leaving them, but I feel like that apology wasn't necessary. If people cared about him, they wouldn't realize that there's a person behind all of that. And honestly, that person should come before any videos or any content they produced. They had quite a lot of videos, and I know people really enjoyed his stuff, but I feel like at the end of the day we have to remember that there's a life behind the person on the computer, and if this is what he needs, it's best to give him the room he needs. I want to think about, you know, if I would ever be able to one day make it off of YouTube, would it make me happy? I've always wanted to do YouTube for a long time. You know, ever since I was like in my teens. And it's still a goal of mine. It's still a dream to be able to to make it. But I also need to take a time to think, you know, will it make me happy? Will it bring me the joy I need in life? Because we have an example right here. He had everything. He had a successful YouTube, he had a community, he had, you know, sustain, but he just wasn't happy, you know. And you have to think, what's the point of money and fame and stuff if you're not happy? Because then you're just not enjoying it. It's a lot to think about. But I think I can make most of the YouTube because I want to put my, you know, my personality into YouTube. I want to put my feelings and emotions and my heart and soul, because I want to be able to make people laugh and smile. Because personally, I feel most satisfaction from, you know, improving the lives of other people. And if I can make people smile and have a good time from my videos, then I feel like I personally could make it, you know, enjoyable to be a content creator. And even for videos like this where it's like not so lighthearted, it's just to be able to connect to other people and see what they think. And, you know, it means a lot. It's scary to be in the situation that Karma was, where they felt they didn't have any other option but suicide. And I want you guys to know that there's always another option. Karma ended up burning everything and trying to move on, and as rash as that might seem, that's always still going to be a better option than the darker one. And I want to let you guys know that if you guys ever need somebody to talk to on some stuff like that, I'm always here. If you guys need somebody to listen. Anyways, in respect to Karma and everything he's gone through, I'm not going to monetize this video, but I will say that I do appreciate all the support and love that you guys give me, and it doesn't go unnoticed. But that's gonna be it for this video. Until the next one, stay frosty. Bye.